Welcome, race fans, to Chicagoland tonight with GAC Racing League. These guys are out here practicing right now. We're going to try to get a word in with a couple of drivers here before the race. And if you'll give me just a minute, we'll get a couple pre-race interviews in here. Hey, Joey.
Hey, Rudy, how's it going?
Hey, good. Hey, kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about tonight's race here at Chicagoland. Out here with the super late models tonight. Was this kind of a good track that everyone wanted to run at, or how does the car run here?
You'll find out it's going to be about like the California race. It's really going to be all about saving your tires tonight, and just make sure you hit your marks and checking up at the right time and keeping your car clean and being there at the end.
Well, that's what we're hoping for. What kind of a race are you expecting here tonight out of these drivers? You think it'll go caution-free the whole way?
I don't believe it's going to go caution-free. Unfortunately, there's always going to be that one incident, but I mean, if it does, great. If not, we got a plan to work around it.
Well, how's your car feeling out there tonight?
It's not too bad. It's a little tight in the beginning of the run, a little bit longer run. It wants to get really loose coming out of the turns, but we'll make it work.
Well, that's what we like to hear. We wish you the best of luck tonight, Joey, and hopefully we can talk to you on the podium tonight. It would be really nice.
Yes, sir, it would.
All right. Thanks for talking with us. And could you send Timothy Kelleher down, please?
Yes, sir, I will.
Thank you. All right. We're going to get Timothy Kelleher in here in just a minute. We'll try to get a word in with him and see how he is... what his idea of a good race here is going to be at Chicagoland. They're going to be running 80 laps tonight. It looks like a pretty fun track. One of the mile and a halves here, a lot of people do like. Some people dislike Chicagoland. It's got some strange characteristics to it in the turns that does make it hard to find grip. As you can see right there, Colin Detrick has a tough time. It just wants to push like crazy. Hey, Timothy, you got a copy?
Yeah, I sure do, Rudy. What's up?
Well, Timothy, I kind of wanted to talk to a couple drivers before the race, and trying to make this kind of an event. Each event I want to do this at. But what's your plans for tonight to get your car into victory lane? I know you've struggled to try to get up into the top. You've been up there and then back again. But what's your plans for tonight?
Yeah, Rudy, I tell you, I just need to get control of my patience a little bit better. I had kind of a bad time last week, hard time trying to get up there and stay up there, and I just need to learn some patience a little better.
Well, I'll tell you what, Timothy, if you can figure out a way to tell any of us racers out there to have patience, you let me know, because you found the key to iRacing, I can guarantee you. Because none of us have any patience. We all want to be up there in the lead. We want to lead every lap from the first lap on, But how's your car feeling out there tonight for you?
It feels pretty good. It's the first chance I've got to get in it in Chicagoland, and it feels pretty good, and I'm racing with a great group of guys, and they really work with me. So
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, that's good. That's really good when you got friends that'll work with you. And this is a great league. I'm telling you, you guys have got a great thing going on here, and don't quit doing what you're doing because it's really showing. Super late models, you know, there's when it first come out, it was like, man, everybody was all over that, and then it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of fell off. The novelty kind of wore off really quick. I know the cars are really extremely susceptible to damage. You know, if you just tap the wall, it's like the whole front end's busted off of it. You know, it's really, really bad. A bad make of the car body, I think. But the car as a whole, I really like it. Talk about Chicagoland a little bit here now. Do you like this track?
I do kind of like it. It reminds me a lot. You know, I'm in the Missouri area. Kansas City's kind of my home track, and it kind of reminds me of Kansas City. So, and I do love these cars. So, it does make it fun.
Yeah, I like the car too. I wish they weren't quite so. You know, they didn't want to get damage all the time. Man, oh man, you just touch anything, and it's like I've heard a lot of the guys say it's like they're made out of paper mache.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, if you just scrape that wall a little bit, it's going to knock your steering out.
Yeah.
You just, you know, you gotta keep it on the track and just take your time and work your way through it, and you can have a pretty good race.
Well, remember your words you said to me, your patience. So I think if you can show them patience out there, Timothy, I think you can get that into the top 10 easily tonight.
Well, I'm gonna do my best tonight to do a lot better than I did last week. I'll tell you that.
All right. Good luck, Timothy, and thanks for chatting with us, buddy.
All right, Rudy. Thank you, and thank you for covering these races too. My family really enjoys watching me.
Well, sure thing. Tell them I'm live right now. They can go right there and watch it. I put the link down below, but you probably didn't get it. You probably weren't in here. But yeah, tell them I'm live on MaxSpeedTV.com right now.
Yeah, I always let them know that
Okay.
It's going to be on. So.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Timothy, and good luck.
Thank you, Rudy.
Okay, folks, about 16 minutes left here till qualifying, so try to keep you a little company here with some tunes for a few minutes here while I get some other things done. Alright folks, 8 minutes till qualifying, and make sure that you do hit that subscribe button there down in the underneath the viewing screen, and also the little gear over to the bottom right of the screen. Make sure you set that to 1080p. Just click on that and a box will pop up. Set it to 1080p HD because we do broadcast in 1080p here. Thanks for watching us here on MaxSpeedTV. Drivers are going to a driver's meeting right now, so we'll hang loose here for a little bit and wait for them to get out of their meeting, continue practicing. Thanks for watching here on MaxSpeedTV. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sim Garage. Check them out. Custom built boxes built to your likings. You tell him what you want, he builds it to your specifications. So check them out at simgarage.com. Thanks a lot, Steve. Alright, just seconds away from qualifying, and then we're looking at the green flag right immediately after that. So get ready here, folks. Hopefully you got your drinks in hand, a snack, or whatever you need to get you through. We'll be playing the Star Spangled Banner here as they get ready to start the race off. I know there's a few Canadians in here. I apologize for that. I do not have a Canadian national anthem. If I did, I would love to play it. I got a friend of mine working on that for me, so we will get something in the works for future dates.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, we're back here. Lots of times coming in, getting ready for qualifying to be over here just shortly. So get ready for a good race here tonight. Chicagoland, 80 laps. And just a note, they are only going to be running on 60% fuel. So no quick resets, I don't believe. Gosh, I don't know. You know, I forgot to ask about that, but I'm not really sure if the info will even tell that. I don't see anything stating that. Yep. Alright, it's partly cloudy, 78 degrees, 104 degrees is the track temperature. 2-mile-an-hour wind out of the north, and relative humidity 55%. Pace speed is 65 miles an hour, and pit road speed is 50 miles an hour. So we'll be watching to see if we do see any pit road penalties. Hopefully not. We always, we never like to see people get pit road penalties. Hopefully we get to see some green flag pit stops. That is my favorite. That really kind of puts the whole race in the driver's hand, because as I always say, the race can be won or lost on pit road, and you know, mistakes are made. We're all human. You can slide through your pit stall, have to back up. All that stuff is very costly on pit road. So you make a mistake and forget to uncheck some tires, or you wind up sitting there and you got to change all 4 because you forgot that, and you only wanted to do 2 tires. All them things add up. speed down pit road, unsafe pit entry, it costs you 15 seconds in the pit. Maybe start at the end of the line, so you got to work your way back up through the field. So these are the types of things that we see quite often here amongst a lot of drivers at all the different leagues that we broadcast for. Len McNeese coming in on the pole there with a 32.513. Good to see Len up there in the top spot. Kevin Cook second. Joey Lamb, which was fastest in practice, turning into 565. Rolando with a 601. Good job. Dwayne LaPrade, 612. Paul Cohen with a 643. Gainforth with a 653. Vincent Vinny rolling out with a 737. So the top 10 all within about 3/10. So, all right, qualifying is over, and we're going to get down here trackside, folks, and give you a rundown of where everybody's going to be starting. Len McNeese on the pole with a 32.513. Congratulations to him for that pole position. Kevin Cook starting on the outside of him on the front row in the number 45. Joey Lamb in third in the number 81. Rolando Aurora in fourth, starting in the fourth place in the number 16. Dwayne LaPrade starting fifth in the number 13. Paul Cohen in the 51, starting sixth. Dwayne Gainforth, or David, boy, I'm really tongue-tied tonight. David Gainforth in the 101, starting seventh. On the outside of him is the number 71 of Vincent Vinny in eighth place. In ninth, Michael Palmer in the number 31. Outside of him is the number 44 of James Hickson, starting 10th. Don Steves in the 01, starting 11th. On the outside of him, Mark McFadden in the number 48, starting 12th. In the number 4, Timothy Kelleher starting 13th, and on the outside of him, Anthony Cianci in the 46, starting 14th. Billy Rodenbarger in the 74, starting 15th. In the 16th place is John Stanley in the number 12. John Estes in the number 72, starting 17th, and Colin Detrick rounding out the field, starting shotgun on the field in the number 70, starting 18th. Well, let's get up to Len McNeese as these guys are ready to roll off of the grid. About 18 cars taken to the grid tonight, so pretty good sized field. We might see some good long green flag runs here, folks. Okay, coming around through the back stretch, and when we come out of turn 4, that pace car is going to dive on pit road, and we are going to be green flag racing, folks, so get ready for some excitement here. I'm itching for this one. Love to see these super late models, love to hear their engine, the whine of that engine that just really pumps the blood up. Pace cars in. Len McNeese bringing them to the line. Green, green, green. Good start by everybody. Kevin Cook falls right in behind Len. They come around to the back stretch now. Everybody falling into single file here for a little ways. The 51 there, Paul Cohen looking to the inside of Rolando, putting Rolando back one spot. Now Joey Lamb taking a peek on the inside of Kevin Cook, and Len McNeese leads the first lap of the race. Joey Lamb still working over Kevin Cook right there in the Krispy Kreme donut machine. Drives it in there pretty hard, almost washes up the hill into Kevin Cook. And it looks like he is going to have to back off of that, and boy, he's under fire now by Dwayne LaPrade up on the high side. If Dwayne can get a good run coming off of turn 2 here, he could get a run past him on that high side. But I don't think Joey's going to let that happen. Let's see what happens here going into turn 3. Joey's losing ground to Dwayne. And again, he drives it in there pretty hard. In the meanwhile, here Kevin Cook was taking a peek inside Len McNeese, but had to really back out of it. Got loose coming off of turn 4. Back in the field here a little further, Michael Palmer up to the 8th position now in the number 31. Right behind him, Vincent Finney. And a little ways back to Don Steves. Mark McFadden, our Canadian brother there in the 11th spot. Picks up 1 position. James Hickson goes back a couple positions, back to 12th. Timothy Keller started 13th and is in 13th. Oh, he said friends and family were watching tonight. Timothy riding right now, said he's going to show patience here tonight, so let's see if he can do it. Timothy just been stricken by a lot of bad luck lately, and he needs to turn that around. Dwayne LaPrade now in 3rd, working his way toward the front as Len McNeese comes around to lead the lap number 5. Good racing here, boys, I'm telling you. Go back in the back of the field here. Colin Detrick falling way off of the pace back here. Not sure exactly what happened there, but maybe he's being extra patient. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all, Colin. John Stanley in 17th. And we've got a pretty good battle going on here with Anthony Cianci and John Estes and Billy Rodenbarger. Them guys battling all up here for 14th, 15th, and 16th. Timothy Kelleher still in 13th. Kevin Cook now about 0.3 of a second off the bumper of Len McNeese. These guys go around to take lap number 8. Kevin Cook still hanging on right here and riding right behind our leader, Len McNeese, for the last 8 laps. Closes up on him, looking into turn 3. Got a pretty good run that time. Side by side, and coming out of turn 4, who's going to beat who to the line? Looks like Len McNeese leads that lap yet. But Kevin Cook not giving up without a fight. Dwayne LaPrade right there in 3rd. And also joining the fight is Joey Lamb, as he comes up underneath Dwayne LaPrade to take that position back from Dwayne that they fought earlier for. And Dwayne beat him on that battle. Joey said he had a pretty good setup for the long run, so we're already at 11 laps. We might be starting to see that come into play right now as he comes up underneath Kevin Cook. Kevin Cook trying the high line. He gets Len McNeese pinched down, and maybe that's the ticket that he needed to take over the lead. Maybe the high line's going to be the place to pass here tonight, folks. Kevin Cook comes out of turn 4 and does lead that lap. Joey Lamb getting by. Wow, what happened there? Caution is out. Okay, that's what happened. I was wondering what the heck happened there. David gained 4th spin, and let's go back and take a look and see what happened to David. Looks like the 16 got into it with him. The 16 of Rolando Aurora. Those two get together coming off of the turn. We'll go from a different camera angle here and check this out. It looks like David was really loose coming out of the turn to begin with. And we had another one up ahead of him too, so that might not have been. That's where the caution come out, because he's right in front of traffic here. Yes, right there. He gets tapped in the rear and finished to go on around by the number 31 of Michael Palmer. So gain 4th spinning, not hitting anything. That's a good thing. These cars are pretty susceptible to damage. And it looks like our leader bringing them down pit road. First time on pit road today, folks. First caution of the day on lap 12. Looks like Kevin Cook is the first one off of pit road, but Rolando Aurora stays out and leads that lap, so he gets a bonus point for leading the lap. Everybody gets caught up to the tail end of the field. Rolando's staying out, not wanting to pit just yet. Now, being out there on about 15 lap older tires than everybody behind him, I don't know if that was such a good call or not, but we'll see how he does here. He probably just mainly wanted to stay out and lead a lap for the point. Alright, looks like the lights are off on the pace car. We're ready to go green. Everybody doubling up here. Got a lot of cars in the back that kind of need to tighten up the field a little bit. They will here, coming down the back stretch. So, pretty good lineup here. Rolando Aurora, Kevin Cook, Joey Lamb, Len McNeese, Dwayne LaPrade, Paul Cohen, Vincent Benny, Mark McFadden, James Hickson, and Don Steves, your top 10. Rolando gonna lead them off here. Kevin Cook on the low line. Rolando decides to start on the outside. That is the leader's prerogative. Pace car is in. Green, green, green. A little bit of checking up there. Dwayne LaPrade almost gets into the back of Len McNeese, but good restart. Kevin Cook right out front, not wasting any time. Boy, Rolando going backwards really fast, back to 6th place. Kevin Cook back in the lead. Len McNeese now in 2nd. Dwayne LaPrade 3rd. Kevin Cook leading lap number 4. Joey Lamb in 4th, and Vincent Benny with a great restart that time rolls into 5th. I don't think we've seen the last of Vincent Benny. He's going to get that thing up there no matter what. Wants to get up there and lead a lap for sure. James Hickson in 6th. Long pit stops by these guys. I'll tell you, these things fill with fuel very slow. Pit crew, and they earn their pay on them pit stops. 22, 23 second pit stops, sometimes even 24. So, wow, long pit stops for these guys. Len McNeese right on the tail here of Kevin Cook, and Dwayne LaPrade joining in on the fun. Coming around here to take lap 20, folks, so we are a quarter of the way through the race. Joey Lamb falls off the pace just a little, about 9/10 of a second back of the leader, and Vincent Benny right on his tail. Looking back on the rest of the field, we got James Hickson right on Vincent Benny's tail, and then Mark McFadden, and then quite a ways back to Billy Rodenberger. He is 3 seconds behind the leader, and he's towing around quite a pack behind him. John Stanley, Paul Cohen, Don Steves. And just a side note, Rolando Aurora has fallen clear back to the 12th position after not stopping on that pit stop. But he did get the point for leading. He did lead 3 laps today, so that's very good for him. Oh, they catch the apron right there. Billy catches the apron, and that cost him 2 positions real quick. You gotta stay away from that apron, Billy. McFadden takes it way down below the white line. Dwayne LaPrade keeping the pressure on. Len McNeese in second. Oh, and Len gets into the wall right there off of turn 4. Loses just a touch of momentum, and Dwayne has to lift because he took it down below the white line, and Len didn't really give him a whole lot of room to come back up onto the track safely. So Dwayne has to check up, or he would have got into the side of Len, and that could have been disastrous. So good job by Dwayne right there. That was awesome. Awesome driving. Very respectful. He could have hooked him and took him right out of the race. Don't want to battle it up that way. You want it to be a good, clean race, you know, of course. All right, back Joey Lamb having a little company back here with Vincent Vinny now in 5th, and Vincent looking to pass up Joey. Vincent says, okay, I've rode behind you long enough. I want 4th place, and so I can move forward. It looks like he may have him. Yes, he does. Slides it up across the front of Joey Lamb and puts Joey back to 5th. Dwayne LaPrade still working on Len McNeese, trying lap after lap with no success at getting a good run on Len. The longer these guys battle, though, the further out Kevin Cook's getting. Right now, he is almost 1.3 seconds ahead of Len McNeese. And Dwayne trying yet again on the inside. Not sure if he's going to have enough here to get by him. Len gets a good run coming out of turn 2 and still side by side, folks. But going into turn 3, it looks like Dwayne does have that position sewed up. So Dwayne LaPrade moves into 2nd. Len McNeese back to 3rd. Now Vincent Vinny joining in on the battle. And Joey Lamb catching back up to these guys. So again, like them guys up there battling like that really slows them up because they cannot run the line that they normally run. And you can see the difference in their speeds for sure. Mark McFadden back here in clean air pretty much in 6th place. Nobody really around him immediately. James Hickson still hanging on in 7th. John Stanley moves up to 8th. A little ways back to Billy Rodenberger as he starts moving his way back up through the field after that slip there and catches the apron. David gained 4th in 10th, excuse me, and Paul Cohen just slipped a little bit right there and goes back to 11th. Rodenberger off the pace. Whoa, that's going to wad him up there a little bit. Billy Rodenberger, and still has not got a grip on that thing, trying to keep it up out of the way of the race groove, and man, that cost him all the way back to 17th place, folks. And he is going to have one heck of a lot of damage on the right front corner of that. Well, let's go down there and take a look. Oh, ouch. That's going to make that thing drive like a fire truck out there. He is really going to be struggling with that. I did notice, though, that I believe that was the 46 of Anthony Cianci had gotten into him, too, and hit the wall. So Anthony going to have a little damage on that, too, and he's running in 16th. Those two had kind of gotten together. Rolando Arroyo in 15th. Still has not been on pit road yet today, folks. Wants to make this, I believe, on a 1 stop. Dwayne LaPrade now 1.9 seconds behind Kevin Cook. Kevin out there in no man's land, stinking up the show, as we call it. Don't get a whole lot of camera time out there, Kevin. I try to give the camera time to the battles on the track and not the leader. Sorry about that, buddy. Good battle going on here. Don Steves and Paul Cohen. Paul trying to catch up to Don and put him one place back further. John Estes right there in 12th. Rolando Aurora goes by Timothy Kelleher and puts Timothy back to the 15th spot. Timothy said he was going to be patient. He pretty much promised me, not wholeheartedly, but said he was really going to try the patient thing tonight. And I think we're starting to see it now. He's being patient. A lot of race to go yet. We're not even at the halfway mark. You get down to that second half, that's when you really want to put it to it. Billy Rodenberger on pit road. Let's see. Yep, he's going to try to get that damage fixed up. 4-tire change and topping off the fuel tank. He might be good for the rest of the race. He comes off pit road. He's probably, he is going to go a lap down. So the leader's coming by the stripe right now, and that will put Billy Rodenberger actually 2 laps down. Dwayne LaPrade back here 1.9 seconds yet. And he's got a mirror full of Vincent Binney. Vincent Binney in 3rd. Joey Lamb 4th. Glenn McNeese 5th. Mark McFadden 6th. See, it's quite a ways from Kevin Cook now back to Dwayne LaPrade. 2.2 seconds. Kevin out there in no man's land. Out there in clean air, you know, and these all these cars and trucks and stuff do seem to run a whole lot better in clean air, so that's definitely a plus for him. Now Dwayne back here 2.4 seconds behind him, and as they're coming up on the halfway mark here in just a couple more laps. Joey Lamb catches up to Vincent Binney. Billy Rodenberger right behind Joey there, but he is a couple of laps down. But he does come out with a new car, fresh tires. And trying to get caught back up, but he's got a long ways to go, 2 laps down. If there is a caution, he could get the lucky dog though, for sure. And be back, and a couple cautions, be back on the lead lap. Not over for him by any means. Paul Cohen back here in 11th. John Estes 12th, Rolando Aurora 13th, Michael Palmer back to 14th, Timothy Kelleher still in 15th. Paul Cohen up here is David Gainforth. Gets up to the 9th spot. So go, David, go. Starting to work his way toward the front. He's, I'm going to look here real quick. He started 7th, but got mired back in the field a little ways now. He's working back up through the field to get back into contention here. He is in the top 10, though. James Hickson off the pace here, coming down pit road, folks. James Hickson on pit road, and this could be his final pit stop as we're a little past halfway now. The Fox Sports 1 car heading for pit lane. Let's see what he does here, 2 or 4 tires. I'm sure it'll be a 4-tire change, a lot of race to go. Don't think I'd want to be taking 2 tires. If it was 10 laps to go or something, I'd think about it, but not with 37 or 38 to go here. 4-tire change and filling up the fuel tank, and he's going to be out of there in just a second. There he goes. All right, Kevin Cook up front. We're going to be watching for him to be thinking about coming down pit road here before too much longer. Really lifting off that throttle a lot in the turns. He's got quite the lead, 3 seconds over Dwayne LaPrade. And Dwayne was a little loose that time. Vincent Finney right behind him. James Lamb in 4th, and all the way back to Len McNeese, 5.5 seconds behind our leader now. He's about 1.2 behind Joey Lamb. Joey looking to the inside of Vincent Finney, trying to get back on pace here with the guys. Can't quite do it though. Car just a tick on the loose side. And we've got Vincent Finney, no, Dwayne LaPrade coming down pit road. This will be his final pit stop of the day, folks. As he comes into a screeching halt in his pit stall. Rolando back on pit road. Well, on pit road for the first time today, excuse me. Rolando's away. That puts him back in 16th, a couple laps down. And all these guys will, they'll get caught back up here once the leader pits. But Dwayne LaPrade, 4-tire change, and he is away. Back up front, Kevin Cook now 3.4 seconds ahead of Vincent Finney. None of these guys looking to come down pit road just yet. Oh, I take that back. Kevin Cook is on pit road, folks. Kevin Cook, our leader, giving up the lead to Vincent Finney, and Vincent stays out and leads a lap. Kevin Cook slides into his pit stall. I'm sure it'll be a 4-tire change for him, even though we've only got about 33 laps to go. Still too far out there to even think about a 2-tire change. Might be a few guys that might try it. I don't know, but I wouldn't. Not with that many laps to go. 4-tire change. Oh, he may have gotten a penalty. No, just a late start off of there, so 24.1 seconds, and he's out of there. Might not have had it in gear. Okay, let's watch and see if and when Vincent Finney comes down pit road. He stays out for yet another lap. Joey Lamb in 2nd. Len McNeese 3rd. Mark McFadden 4th. John Stanley 5th. Don Stevens 6th. Paul Cohen 7th. John Estes 8th. Michael Palmer 9th. And Kevin Cook in 10th place. Kevin 1 lap down right now, but he will get back on that lead lap when Vincent Finney and some of these other guys up front pit. But Vincent just on a rail right now. Doesn't look like he is ready to pit. I think I would pit right away, because the longer he stays out there, the further Kevin Cook is going to get closer to him. Kevin's out there on new tires with the hammer down. And it looks like we may be going to come down. No, stays out. Orlando out there with new tires finally. Gonna get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Or one of them anyhow. Joey Lamb back about a second behind Vincent Benny. And still nobody coming down pit road yet. Len McNeese in third. Mark McFadden fourth. John Stanley fifth. Don Steves sixth. And none of these guys coming down pit road yet. Paul Cohen seventh. John Estes eighth. Waiting to see when Vincent's going to come down pit road. He was on pit road once there at that first caution. So that, it shouldn't be too much longer. We will be seeing him come down pit road here for sure. Probably within the next 5 laps. And these boys are getting it done. I'm telling you, 1 caution so far. We've had quite a few lead changes out here. Take a look at it real quick here. 4 lead changes, so that's pretty good. Guys battled it up there on that long green flag run that we had earlier, and they did a great job battling. 8 laps Vincent's been out here. Kevin Cook now moves up to 9th. Looked like maybe he might have got by Dwayne LaPrade. Yes, he did. Which, when it comes down to it, it could be those two battling for the win here after all these other guys come down pit road. Vincent Benny's still staying out. Joey Lamb, Len McNeese, John Stanley, Don Steves, your top 5 still all staying out on the track. You can see Vincent struggling with just a little bit of a loose car right now. It does not want to turn into the corners very well. And I think he is coming to pit road, folks. Yes. Joey Lamb coming to pit road as well. Len McNeese coming down pit road. So the 3 of them coming down pit road at the same time here, folks. So apparently they did have a reset because their cars just reset there. You don't get that in real life. Vincent Benny, John Estes on pit road. And guess what, folks? These guys are going back pretty quick. Don Steves still out there. Gets to lead a lap. Michael Palmer second. Paul Cohen third. And Kevin Cook fourth. And Don Steves, Michael Palmer, and Paul Cohen have got to pit yet. And I don't think it'll be too much longer here. It looks like Don Steves is really slowing up. Looks like he is coming down pit road, folks. So Don Steves on pit road. That gives the lead up to Michael Palmer. So Michael will get the lead lap now. Coming down to it, folks, only 22 laps to go. And Michael Palmer coming down pit road. That's going to give the lead up to Kevin Cook when he comes around, but he's got about 22 seconds behind Michael Palmer right now. He is way back on the backstretch as Michael Palmer's coming down pit road. I don't believe Michael's going to be able to get out in time. Kevin Cook's closing up that window really, really fast here. Down to 12:10. And Kevin Cook does take over the lead again. LaPrade back 9/10 of a second off of his bumper. And he is actually scored in second. David Gainforth in third. Running about 11 seconds behind them guys. Mark McFadden right there with them. Looks like Mark got a great run on David. Coming out of turn 4, still side by side. Takes it way down below the line, and it looks like he is going to complete that pass. Boy, Gainforth closed right up on that back bumper quick. Ooh, man. All right, this time by, folks, going to be 20 laps to go. Man, I'm telling you, these guys are getting right after it. All right, looking from Kevin Cook back to Dwayne LaPrade back there about 1 second behind him. They got a lap car in between them. I believe that's Anthony Cianci, and he is in the 12th spot. First car lap down. Kevin Cook taps the walls. He goes by Timothy Kelleher, putting Timothy 1 lap down, and he is now the first car a lap down. Brad comes up on the back of Timothy Kelleher, goes into turn 3. Timothy stays way up high, gives him all the room he needs. Now Timothy could be under fire by Anthony Cianci, and that would be for position, folks. That would be for 11th. That's 11th place right there. Timothy's in, and Anthony in 12th right behind him. They're running 1 lap down, but they're still battling for position. Don Steves right there with them too. All 3 of them in position, racing for position. Don Steves goes by Anthony Cianci, now goes by Timothy Kelleher. So boy, that took that all out of the equation. Don Steves rolls into the 11th spot. Next one to go a lap down is Rolando Aurora, and he is running about 8 seconds ahead of our leader, Kevin Cook. All right, coming to the line, 16 laps to go, folks. Dwayne LaPrade now 1.3 seconds behind our leader. And it's 9.4 seconds back to Mark McFadden in third. Joey Lamb not far behind him in fourth. And then Len McNeese behind him. David Gainforth in sixth. Vincent Benny with a bad pit stop there or something. I'm not exactly sure, but he stayed out there a little bit too long. I think if he would have pitted a little sooner. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. If he would have pitted a little bit sooner, I think he wouldn't have got back there so far. He could have been up there with them guys. But Kevin Cook out in the lead. And again, pulling away by 1.5 seconds over Dwayne LaPrade. Dwayne having a super great season this season. Kevin Cook seems to be doing quite well too. I don't have the points available to me, but I promise you we will have them next week. And because it's coming up close to the end of the season here before too long. I think they've only got about 3 3 races left, I think, in the season. I'm not exactly sure where they go next week, but I will know by next week where they'll be going for the rest of the season. Mark McFadden's starting to close that gap up a little bit. Has got it down to 8.7 seconds, folks. So he is coming, but I don't know if there's enough laps left for him to battle that up. Joey Lamb gets by him and takes up the 3rd position, putting Mark McFadden back to 4th. "12 laps to go, folks." David Gainforth back here in 5th. And Vincent Binney not far behind him in 6th. And we have a caution, folks. Let's see where the caution is. Oh, we got James Hickson off the track. Well, let's go back and take a look here what happened to James. I think it may have been a self-spin, not sure. Oh, no. Right there, looks like the car up ahead of him, Paul Cohen. Let's go back here and see what happened to Paul. Looks like he may have got in. Well, no. Maybe him and Len McNeese almost touched right here. Whoops. Well, that was stupid. Anyhow, they almost touched, and Paul Cohen does bring out the caution. I hit the wrong button there. Sorry about that, folks. Doggone it. All right, Kevin Cook. Everybody coming down pit road. Wow. Awesome. Very good. All the leaders, anyhow. Vincent Binney staying out. John Stanley staying out. Len McNeese on pit road. Kevin Cook on pit road. And they are doing a 4-tire change. Wow. Mark McFadden out first with a 2-tire change, folks. And, wow. Yeah, a couple guys taking 2 tires. But Vincent Binney staying out on them old tires. Probably about 25 laps on them tires. Vincent Binney, this is Rudy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Gotcha, Rudy.
Well, Vincent, you stayed out there. Not sure exactly how many laps you got on those tires. 20, 25 laps. What do you think? You think you got enough to stay ahead of Kevin Cook and these fast guys behind you, Dwayne LaPrade?
Well, yeah, my tires probably got about 15 on them, so they got the fresh tires. So I'm going to imagine just going to try to hang on the best I can.
Well, they've been pretty fast all day. It looks like, man, you guys already getting set up here for the restart, so I won't hold you up too long. But they've been pretty fast all day, but you've been hanging right with them, Vincent, and would like to see you on the podium here. So good luck for the rest of the race, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Rudy. We're going to try. I don't know. We'll see what happens here.
Roger. Roger that. Well, you got 7 to go. Good luck. Okay, Vincent going to try to hold them off here. Mark McFadden going to be starting on the inside as Vincent elects to start on the outside. And right behind him is Dwayne LaPrade and Kevin Cook, hungry for this win, and they are fast. So 7 laps to go, folks, as we come to the line right here. All right, pace car's in. Green, green, green. One last time here, folks, and LaPrade already trying to make a move on the high side past Vincent. Not going to be able to do it. And look who's out front, folks. Mark McFadden, our Canadian brother. Kevin Cook on the inside of LaPrade, and that's for third. These guys are getting awful racy up here, and I hate to say it, but man, Vincent's hanging right in there pretty good. Mark McFadden out front. Coming to the line, going to be 6 laps to go, folks. So lots of racing to go here. Don't go anywhere, man. This is when it gets good. Joey Lamb down underneath Vincent Vinny. LaPrade falls back a little ways. Vincent Vinny going to go back to 4th here. And Joey Lamb still has not quite cleared him. Now, nope, still not. Vincent comes back on the high side and can't let Joey get up there to that high line to use that track. Mark McFadden in trouble here with Kevin Cook on the high side, and Kevin gets a great run going into the turn. Drives it in there hard, down the backstretch, takes over the top spot. Kevin Cook, or Mark McFadden, goes back to 2nd. Dwayne LaPrade and Joey Lamb still battling on for 3rd here. Rolando Aurora gets a little loose, a little wiggly coming off of turn 4. And now Mark McFadden in danger, going back to 3rd. As Dwayne LaPrade takes up 2nd. 4 laps to go, and the caution's out, folks. That's going to end it, I'm sure. Len McNeese getting really loose, hitting the wall, coming back out into traffic. Nobody hitting him, spins it down across the grass. Good job. Well, that's going to pretty much about do it here as they come across the line. Here will be 3 to go, and that's going to end the race under caution here tonight, folks. Kevin Cook going to be our winner, Dwayne LaPrade 2nd, and Mark McFadden 3rd. Well, we hate to see it finish like that, and I'm sure all the drivers hate to see it finish like that too. That close to the end, and the green flag or the caution comes out. Take a look. That was caution number 3, though, in 77 laps, so pretty good. I mean, not too bad. I mean, that's a pretty good race for these. There was a couple of long green flag runs in there, and that was really awesome to see. A lot of good racing. 2 laps to go. Next time around is going to be the white flag. Kevin Cook going to bring it into victory lane. Krispy Kreme Donut been in victory lane a couple times this season, so no stranger to. You don't know. He knows how to get to victory lane, so not a problem there. We'll get down there in just a minute and talk to the top 3 drivers and see how their race went for them. I'm sure they're going to be jumping up and down for joy here as they come in 1, 2, 3. So good job for these guys. Been a heck of a race. You're watching the GAC League here. If you think you got what it takes to run with these boys, I'm telling you what, these guys have a heck of a season. And like I said, they only got about 3 races left in the season, thereabouts. You can check them out at GAC Racing. I think it's GACRacingLeague.com, and check out their website. So check out their season, their stats, and everything. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go for these guys, and Kevin Cook going to be our victor here today. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the show here on MaxSpeedTV. Great to have viewers following along with us. I didn't give my normal shout-outs tonight. Got a list of them here. Hold on a minute. I don't want to forget my faithful viewers. Leanna, Gyro, Joey, and Sherelle are faithful viewers that I usually always give them a shout out. Sorry, I had some other things on my mind at the beginning, trying to get things settled in here, so apologize for that. But Kevin Cook going to be coming out of turn 4. Looking at the flagman with the checkered flag in his hand, going to take the victory here today at Chicagoland for GAC. And we will get down there just a minute, folks, and get a word in with him.
No.
Kevin Cook, this is Rudy up in the MaxSpeedTV booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Rudy. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, but not as good as you, brother. You come home here the victor at Chicagoland. Congratulations. Talk about your race and how you had to work your car back up through there. Love to see that Krispy Kreme donut car in victory lane. My favorite donut, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I am pleased. I knew it was going to be a battle of tires to see who could have the freshest tires at the end. And there in the middle when Dwayne pitted, I knew that I was either going to have to pit or I was going to be way behind him. So I waited a lap more and pitted just to make sure that I had enough fuel. And then we came out and he was about a second behind me, and then he worked up to like 8/10 behind me, and we just kind of played right there. Then the caution came out later, and then everybody pitted, and all kinds of craziness broke loose.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a good race, though. Good to see the battles around the track. I apologize for not being on you there at the beginning of the race when you pulled away, because as I always say, when you're out front like that, you're kind of stinking up the show a little bit, and there's no battles around you, so you don't get as much camera time as the battles do, so I apologize for that, Kevin, but great race today. What an awesome job you did. You got it up there when you needed to be there, and I believe you did lead the most laps. Yes, you led 49 laps today, so congrats on that. So anybody you want to thank tonight, Kevin?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Ronnie and his brother Bonnie's auto, or his cousin Bonnie's Auto Repair, and Slippery Rock Speedway, MaxSpeedTV, and Rudy. You guys did a great job. Thanks for doing it again, and we'll see you guys next week.
Roger that, Kevin. Thanks a lot, and good job out there tonight. Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
All right, Dwayne LaPrade, you got a copy.
Info, Rudy, go ahead.
Well, Dwayne, it just seems like victory just is eluding you so close there. It's just, you're always the, I don't even want to say it, you're the runner-up. We would like to see that car into victory lane, brother. But you finished second tonight. I'm not going to condemn you for that. Great job out there. A lot of tough racing. Kevin just seemed like he was the class of the field tonight, but you were really fast too. Talk about your race a little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to take my time and save my tires as much as I could. It was really important that when I realized it was pretty much going to go green the whole way and we were going to have a green flag stop, I short pitted to try to get an advantage, but Kevin caught on, came in with me, and we got ahead of most of the guys there. But I knew that last restart, it was going to be the race, whoever could get out front. I tried to take it 3 wide, but Dean shut the door on me, but it was that was the race for it. And just came up a little bit short this time, but we'll definitely get them next time.
Yes, sir. Well, we'd love to see that car in victory lane, brother, so make sure next week you put it there. We'd love to see it there. Kevin just outclassed you just by a little bit tonight, but you ran a great race. Good to see you running second. Congrats to you on that, and anybody you want to give a shout-out to tonight?
Absolutely. I want to shout out to my wife, Leanna, watching the race today. Thanks for that. And Viney's Diagnostics and Auto Repair, Slippery Rock Raceway, Rudy for putting this on for us, MaxSpeedTV, and Spare Parts Racing Team. On to the next.
Okay, Dwayne, good job out there tonight.
Thank you.
Mark McFadden, you got a copy.
Tempo, Rudy, go ahead.
Well, Mark, you were out there and you led about 3 laps tonight. Congrats for you finishing third tonight. You definitely had a good car. You hung up there in that top 5 almost all race. Tell us a little bit about your racing.
Yeah, well, anytime I can finish behind Kevin and Dwayne, I feel I've done a pretty good night. Same thing with me. The car would just loosen up after about 10 laps, and then it become a real battle. Len McNeese and I were running side by side and scaring each other a few times there, but I'm quite happy with the finish tonight.
Yes, it was a very good finish. I hated to see it finish under caution. We always like to see it go green, as I'm sure all of you guys did. But I'm sure you'll take the third place and not look back on this race. Chicagoland, one of your favorite tracks?
No, actually, I struggle here quite a lot, and actually, I'm one that was happy to will come out. I don't think I could have held off the 81 car. He was all over me.
Yeah, Joey was pretty fast. I noticed he was fastest in practice and really thought he was going to get up there and battle it up with you guys, but he put the pressure to you, kept the pressure on you, waiting for you to make a mistake. You didn't. You're bringing home third tonight. Great job. Anybody you want to thank?
Well, absolutely. I want to thank MaxSpeedTV for their broadcast, doing a great job up there, Rudy. Also, Slippery Rock Raceway for their sponsorship. Couldn't do this without them. Same with Viney's Auto Diagnostics. Glad that they were able to come on board. Also, I'd just like to say hi to any of the fans that are out there watching. And also would like to say hi to my co-owner of my real race car, Tony, if you're watching. Thanks, buddy.
All right, thanks for talking with us, Mark, and congrats on your 3rd place tonight. Good job. All right, let's run down through the results real quick here. Kevin Cook winning here tonight at Chicagoland. We had 4 cautions, 10 lead changes. That's pretty awesome. Dwayne LaPrade coming in 2nd. Mark McFadden 3rd. Joey Lamb finishing 4th. Actually, he was about 4/10 behind Mark McFadden, so he really wasn't that close. Rolando Aurora with a great finisher tonight. Good job, Rolando. Finishing 5th. David Gain 4th, 6th. Vincent Vinny in 7th. Don Steves 8th. Michael Palmer 9th. John Stanley 10th. John Estes finishing 11th. James Hickson 12th. Paul Cohen 13th. Anthony Cianci 14th. Timothy Kelleher 15th. So good run for Timothy tonight. Len McNeese 16th. Billy Rodenberger 17th. And Colin Detrick 18th. So that'll wrap it up for tonight, and thanks for watching here on MaxSpeedTV tonight, and we congratulate Kevin Cook here for the GAC Racing League, and we will catch you tomorrow night for Maximum Speed Racing League race, nationwide race at Las Vegas for 100 laps. So until then, stay safe, folks.